Greetings, dear suckers. My name's Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And welcome back to Disco Elysium. Last time, we uncovered the utter wreck that remains of Kuno's father, and did not give drugs to kids, surprisingly. Also, for some reason, Kim spoke with the voice of Legion for a bit. I don't know what the fuck was up with that. Anyway. Apartment number 8. Their mailbox is overflowing. The graffito says, "A firing squad for the rich." That's ambiguous. Are the rich being shot, or is the firing squad owned by the rich? Anyway.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
She starts coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
No shit.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
I don't know, you were just here.
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
No one? Blimey, that's amazing. You know that in 18 years of being a policeman, I've never met anybody who was no one before. Do you live here?
If you can call it living.
Ha!
I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
She spits on the floor before wiping it off with a broom.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
She juts out her chin, eyes shining.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery. She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
An old woman, all alone, living in a little room next to the coal room, working herself down to the bone. And no one even bothers to say hello. What else do you expect? In Martinez. In Revachol. I'm looking for a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
She looks at the other end of the hallway. Smoking like the devil? Not entirely sure what you mean by that.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
He's wanted for murder. He's going away for life.
He's actually not wanted for murder. We just want to talk with him.
Talk?
The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath. What was so funny about that?
What was so funny about that?
My thoughts exactly, Rhetoric.
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Indeed. I have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Is one of the residents on a vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
They probably just moved or died, hopefully somewhere else.
Tell me about the man who lives at the end of the hallway. Uno de Reuter.
I don't want to talk about Deweeters.
The cleaning lady mutters. She starts digging for something in her pockets. Why not?
Addicts. All of them. And sometimes I hear them screaming.
She winces.
They don't like me cleaning behind their door. Think I'm listening in on their fights.
It was dirtier there, after the janitor's closet. She avoids the end of the hallway.
We saw unpaid utility bills. Aren't they going to be evicted?
No one likes them in this building. It's only because of the kids they haven't been thrown out.
Ah.
I don't like talking about those people.
I don't blame you. What can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still,
She leans on her broom.
she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
That's all, thanks.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Okay. We have our heading. A note reads, foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. The sea below looks cold and winter gray.
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor.
Rub your sides for warmth.
A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to minus 20 degrees Celsius.
Her face.
Is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression.
The plan.
Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down.
Look around yourself.
It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room. She had an eye for beauty.
Shiver. You know, I can't come to think of it, I'm not certain I can recall a time when Shivers actually was useful in my actual investigation. But it sure does like to give me little snippets of the world, doesn't it? In that sense, perhaps it's one of the best skills to invest in for a YouTube playthrough. I am here to, well, 16 days of coldest April. The cover features a row of concrete buildings with a monochrome rainbow in the sky. Monochrome rainbow, huh? It tells a rather excruciating story about two lovers during a period of ethnic unrest in Yugograd. The book has been filed under psychological realism. Someone has torn down the wall. No shit. An old grocery list on the table. And checks.
What happened here?
You can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall. What?
It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here.
There's always a little something in the fridge.
Indeed.
Indeed. Ah, notes of head. And cash. Well, change. Can I? No. Well, I've got another point to assign. I could grab another. I could unlock another thing to get magnesium-based life form, whatever the fuck that's about. Then again, I've only got a couple more slots. And I'm not keen on spending a skill point to lose one of these just so I can fill it with something else. That seems like a rubbish proposition. I could put yet another point into volition, get it up to 10. Man, my authority is fucking ping-ponging all over the place. Had big penalties to it, now I've got it at 5. I could get it up to 7, or reduce it back down to 3. Funny. I'll keep it in the back pocket for now. Alright, to the balcony then. Oh, hey! Yo!
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
That's right. We've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
She crosses her arms.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Oh my. Is that heavy fuel oil? Planning on making the whole city your masterpiece by torching it.
Red dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
He says, studying the contents of Cindy's bucket.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
I'll bet.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Oh. Good for you. Using fuel taken straight from the copper's fuel tanks to draw your graffiti. There's a certain irony there. That's some clever cultural commentary. CCC.
You ain't seen nothing yet, piggy boo.
Alright. Catch you later, Cindy. Eh? What's this?
Why does art inspire you so much?
Huh? What? That's quite a fucking question, conceptualization. And all I have to answer it is, it does, yes, but what is art? And no, art is for arrogant blowhards. Why am I getting this? He asked me a question, and all I could do is either agree or disagree with the basic premise of the question. That's kind of funny. Anyway, no, art is for arrogant blowhards. Why am I getting this?
Is it? Yet your eye constantly seeks out the most critical side of any aesthetic confrontation. You follow the expressions of imagination and technical skill with curiosity.
I mean, I suppose. Isn't that just an extension of being a detective, though? Or is that the other way around?
In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
It's high, alright, but do you actually understand any of those words that you're saying, or are they just buzzwords to you? What am I saying? To you, as if you're a person. To me, I guess. Would I fit into the art world? I mean...
Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes. Disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too.
Huh. Are these the clothes of an art critic? They look more like the clothes of Carmen Sandiego, but alright. Hold on, is architecture also art?
Of course not. It's autism, box drawing, masturbation with a ruler and a sextant or whatever they use. You should demean and criticize the genteel institution of architecture while extolling the virtues of the pure arts.
Wow. Okay, conceptualization. You know, it's this sort of attitude that led to World War II. Wait, what about music? Is it art?
Only the most experimental kind.
Oh, of course. That's stupid. Architecture is stupid. Music is stupid.
Such vigor. Already you express a sharp, descriptive mind, ready to slice through the empty and superficial in favor of the sublime and the beautiful.
That's one way to put it.
Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
Art cop, huh? Am I going to go around arresting people for crimes against art? Or am I going to perform my detective work in artistic fashion? I mean, it beats autistic fashion. Wait, but don't I have to be 100% cop to get the case finished and all that?
Quit being so indecisive. What are you going for here? Some kind of indecisive and camp aesthetic now? Strike a bold shape here. Go art or go home.
Personally, I'd prefer to be cop. Half cop, half cop. It's almost as powerful as man. Okay, sure. If 50% art critic is what's needed to free me from rote repetition, so be it. No, I cannot risk another capo diversion at this point. Go away! You know what? Honestly, I kind of see where conceptualization is coming from here. I'm not certain about my clothes and such, and some of its opinions are rather daft, but I do really sort of feel like exactly the sort of figure that would become some kind of tortured artist or whatever. Or maybe even I was before the Oblivion. And you know, as I've found in my own personal life, channeling your issues into your art can be rewarding. It's not always an enjoyable experience in the moment, but, well, sure, let's see where this is going.
Exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the street, you must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world.
Yeah, put them all in jail. Execute them.
Go ahead and provide savage criticisms, art cop. The world is yours to rip to pieces and reassemble.
Sure. Let's see. Hang on. Actual art degree. -1 perception, can't even look at this shit. Yeah, it's another capo type. The worst one. It's a bold description. The most savage and brutal. The art cop. Nothing is good enough for him. Everything is shit. You have to employ an armada of adjectives to depict and demean the mediocrity of the works and visual institutions around you. Really flex that critical muscle until the vocabulary for punishing mediocrity becomes second nature. Here we go. I mean, it's still a healthier way to look at the world than most of the shit in this game. I mean, it's easy for someone in his position to collapse it on himself, to devolve into someone like the sorry cop, always apologizing for everything, to believe yourself some sort of vermin polluting the world that always has to be sorry for everything he's done. Or to think that the world is collapsing on itself, that everything's going to come to ruin, or what have you. But this one, it just says no. Actually, the world around you is brutally mediocre. And it is your job to cut to the heart of that mediocrity. And hopefully be better than it. After all, even art criticism is itself an art form. Hence the actual art degree title. Does Harry Dubois have an actual art degree? I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe it's not a bad thing to get back in touch with that, if that's true. Or even if it isn't. Yeah. Let's go for it then. Penalty to perception. Oh, just down to 6. We had it at 7 before. That's perfectly fine. Alright. Well, that was a more rewarding discussion than I expected it to be. Especially considering how short it was. The door is locked. You can't get in. The chair is new. Someone lives back here. Above, tarps flap in the wind. Forgotten hammers and nails rust. Ooh, nice. Ah. The coal room, then. What the heck is... blue? I don't know what that means. Someone's been sleeping here. Recently. Cindy? Probably. Oh. I mean, maybe. 100 tiny feet scurrying under the... 100 tiny feet scurrying beneath the grate. The rats of the city. Enough coal to last for several winters. Smells of chemicals. Whatever that means. The rats beneath the city, as opposed to the rats that walk the streets. What the heck is this? Oh. Money. Okay. Very nice. And, ooh. +1 electrochemistry, -1 reaction speed. Not sure that's going to be useful, especially since I've already gotten rid of the expression, but... God ass. Hindsighted. Although these jeans may look worn, the wearer must have had an ass given to them by the mighty Lord himself. That beautiful peach-shaped man-ass has imprinted itself so deep in the fabric, you can't help but wonder if wearing them would start molding your own vague rear side into a more shapely form as well. Okay. Thank you. That's very helpful. The curtains shift, just a little. Someone is watching from within. Ooh. Let's see. Right. Wasn't that door unopenable before? Did I check this door already? Hang on.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side. Sounded like a woman's shoes. A poor communard from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
What? That didn't match the text. This time the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense. This is the police. Open up.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
As far as you know.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
True, I suppose. Let's go. And bother this person for no reason. Yeah!
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11. No reply. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it.
Time for a little snip snip. Do hand scissors.
You seem committed to it, so go on.
I'm committed, alright. Or at least I should be.
It's been closed with a padlock. What are you doing? You're trying to cut the body of the lock with the chain cutter, and it's
Just
really
barely.
not working.
I believe it's the shackle you mean to cut, Detective.
The lieutenant points to the corroded loop with a gloved finger.
He's just trying to help. Don't take it bad. Relax.
These chain cutters are broken, Kim.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
Let's try. Thanks, Kim, for giving me a free retry. Now watch me blow it again.
The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
And of course I get exactly enough to do it without needing the +1. Naturally. It's got a sense of humor. I would have gotten it with the +1 before, and now I don't need the +1 now that I have it. God.
After you, Detective.
Ladies first. Check out that sweet bust. A flamboyant poster of a white star. Real lithography. Real lithography, huh? Whatever that means. 9mm bullet. Plus conceptualization. Why would he have a bullet in here? That's interesting. Sarah Merizian lounge jacket. +1 conceptualization. Summer plans. A classic white summer jacket, loved both by the Samarizian Communist Party and the accompanying subtropical drug traffickers. Never far apart. It fits you well, regardless of your political ambitions. That's it. It goes in the jacket slot. +1 conceptualization, +1 empathy, and hand-eye coordination. I think I'll keep the pinball maker's coat on for now. Where's that bullet? Where? Huh? Where's it? Oh, went to bullets. Okay. Oh, I've got... I didn't realize that was a resource I had. I didn't even notice that. Okay, that'll be handy when I get my gun, I guess. Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capital and such. It's funny, they always call themselves critical theory, and yet they never seem particularly vital. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Yeah. Gonna talk to the bust.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Mazov.
Why does this tenant have a bust of Kraz Mazov in their bedroom? Guess. That's kind of a precarious place to put it. Imagine if it fell off while they were sleeping. I mean, if it was further this way, it might hit their head. But even here, it might hit their head, so to speak. I mean, it's not got many places to put it, to be fair.
The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Fitting. Is that right, Kim? Well, time. Oh. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. Do they now? Guess so. They're compensating for something. Breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. That doesn't sound like a great mix, but okay. Just a door. Nothing for you here right now. Oh, right, the blue ones are the stuff that need the equipment thingamajig to open. Right. Now I remember. It's been a while. Anyway, I'll be the judge of that. Oh, I guess I won't. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. Quite an eclectic mix. I'm surprised they don't have any parsley. Or sage, for that matter. The door to apartment number 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives here isn't home. That would make this 28, I would imagine. Yep. Voices from within, singing along to some buoyant dance track. Anything over... No. Okay. Yeah, that's the, that place. Okay.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security.
Kick it in, Harry. You can do it.
Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
No shit.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
He should be. He was just out. He was just returning home like 20 minutes ago.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
He looks around, taking in the cold spring air. Yeah, I guess he could have slipped out through the door while we were on the other end.
We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
Interesting that the text says 21, but it says 2100 as if it's, you know, that time format, but he actually says 9 p.m. It's weird when it's really weird when the voices diverge from the text. I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't think I can make it.
It's alright. We don't have to be here 9 p.m. sharp. I just need to write something down in my notebook.
He has already opened the little blue book.
Tomorrow evening, right here. Apartment number 28. Good. Let's go.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry. You'll get him.
Yeah, we'll get him, all right. And then we'll... I don't know. Beat his ass.
Remember, tomorrow, he's probably gone for today.
I guess. Okay. Cleaned out that apartment building. Very nice. Alright. Let's see, what else? Oh, right. Drugs. No, not from me. I mean, investigating the whole drug thing. Should probably talk to the racist. Yo.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
I found this mug in the trash. Yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
Is it yours? Probably not if he hasn't seen it in a while. Then again, he could have lost it a while ago.
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
Okay. Not sure why I care, but alright. Maybe, for all I know, it's going to be the key to the whole case or something.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
Well, actually... Actually, come to think of it... That's a solid maybe. Anyway, you're a lawyerman, right? What's your stance on drugs? Now that we've gotten the conversation off to a good start.
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag on his cigarette. Cute, writers. Cute. Why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector.
Okay, man. Whatever keeps you off drugs.
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Reminds me of the Opium Wars. Good times. Hold on, but they make alcohol in Ilmara too. I was told they do.
I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundi. Or sometimes I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Koikos and worse much, but they do no booze.
Good for them, I guess. So, I take it you're not smuggling drugs out of Martinez?
Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
Is that right? So you wouldn't want to engage in your own racial economic sabotage?
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
Are you saying that?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
He puffs on his cigarette. And what are you still hanging around here for? Most other communers have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
I don't think that's the kind of cancer you have to worry about, mate.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
He lost his job because he happened to get robbed the one time he took a break? That's pretty fucking bullshit. Almost as bullshit as you guys somehow knowing that it's Kipped boys that stole from them, despite you being in the Whirling Rags at the time and probably not being able to see when it happened. Otherwise, you probably would have gone over and tried to stop it.
Since you left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
He takes a long suck on his cigarette, appearing to savor the taste. Bad for him, I guess.
It's a fucking travesty, is what it is.
The man shakes his head, dismayed, furiously pulling on his cigarette. I had the choice to say, serves him right, but I don't think I should be encouraging random acts of crime on people just because they happen to be racist. That's not what I would call justice. If it's not you, then who's running drugs to Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Right. You sure it's this Sealang and not, say, a lady driver?
No, it's, you know, the Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. He's just selling his employer's stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his Humanox Flory.
No, it's Ruby running this ring, like Titus alluded to. But play along for now. Find out what everyone knows first. Sealing is your next lead.
Yes. Where is he?
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sealang's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right. 100%.
I'll bet.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess we need to pay Sealang a visit then.
Guess so.
He grins, contented with himself. He certainly seems eager to sell out Sealang. That doesn't mean he has nothing. That doesn't mean Sealang doesn't have anything to do with this. I wonder if Measurehead is still around. Yep, he's got literally nothing better to do than stand around all day and all night. Get a life, man. You got anything interesting to say? Probably not.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Oh, hey. Did I not have Kim with me when I talked to him before? I don't remember. Kim, what do you think about this?
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
The really good one, huh?
That will be the...
That will be the... That will be our lucky racist.
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Exactly, Kim. We'll split it evenly, Kim. 1 for me, 1 for you, and 1 for me. Even Stevens.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits. A protruding occiput and an indented zygomatic bone. The lieutenant does not flinch. You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind.
Ha! Wow. Man, Kim Kitsuragi. What a Chad. Such a Chad, he even gets compliments from Mega Racist over here. God damn, how are you so cool, Kim? Alright then. Lucky racist, huh? I wonder who that's gonna be. I wonder if he is going to grant us 3 wishes. Honestly, nothing would surprise me at this point. Okay, I assume that's Sealang. Well, this seems like as good a moment as any to end off the video. Next time, we'll continue trying to get to the bottom of this whole drug mystery. And then, what else? And then I do believe I've more or less exhausted everything on this side of the canal, then. Actually, I think I saw... Yeah. A couple of people over there to talk to, but maybe they'll give me a quest line, but... Regardless, that's for next time. Where hopefully I'll also be able to see what the fuck is the deal with this, then. So, until then, I have been Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And remember, dislike the video, unsubscribe if you're for some reason subscribed, and leave a nasty comment in the comment section down below. Fuck you all so much for watching, and so long, suckers.
You're gonna be okay, kid.